Prime Minister Justin Trudeau appears to be holding steadfast as leader of the Liberal Party, despite a very tumultuous day yesterday in Ottawa.
It was probably his worst day in office. Trudeau didn't speak to reporters after leaving a caucus meeting yesterday evening, with some of his own MPs publicly calling on him to step down. Trudeau did, however, address MPs and party supporters at a Liberal Party Christmas fundraiser at the Canadian Museum of History. We now understand that Trudeau is considering his options as leader.
That mission to consistently put in the work so that we're living up to our ideals and values, that's at the core of what makes us Liberals. And it's why you show up here, even on the toughest days, as a party. You know that the only thing that ultimately matters is fighting like hell every single day to make life better for Canadians, and that's what you do.
And this all comes after two of his top cabinet ministers resigned yesterday. Chrystia Freeland announcing her resignation from cabinet in a scathing letter posted to social media yesterday morning. She will stay on as MP. Freeland says Trudeau told her on Friday that he no longer wanted her to serve as finance minister and offered her another cabinet role. She says that stepping down is the, quote, only honest and viable path forward for her. Freeland suggested that the new GST holiday was a factor in her decision.
And CTV's Rahim Badani was in Freeland's riding of University Rosedale yesterday with reaction to her resignation and leadership questions facing the Prime Minister.
In the heart of Toronto's Little Italy, Chrystia Freeland's popularity is quite evident in a neighborhood she's represented for nearly a decade.
I think she's a wonderful person. She's very concerned about our neighborhood and making sure that everybody does well.
Residents like Maria Moda, who has lived in the area for 50 years, met Freeland when she was first elected in the riding of University Rosedale in 2015.
She's been doing a good job, as far as I know. I understand, right? And the way that everything goes around, it's very hard to be a politician these days anyways. But you know what? We like her.
The now former finance minister will hope to lean on that positive sentiment in the next federal election, saying in her letter of resignation, "I look forward to continuing to work with my colleagues as a Liberal member of Parliament, and I'm committed to running again for my seat in Toronto in the next federal election."
I think everyone kind of sees it writing on the wall. This government will be coming to an end, and this is her attempt to step away in a way where she can still run for re-election, but ultimately not be at the helm of the economic direction of this government.
The fallout between Freeland and the Prime Minister could help Freeland's political future, with many of her constituents believing it is time for a change in government.
There's a lot of things that could be better, so maybe a change will be helpful.
Trudeau's, it's too much now. Yeah, he can't handle things properly.
However, there are also voters who say while they're not lifelong Liberals, they're more concerned about the potential alternative.
I think that she's done some good things. I'm typically not a Liberal voter, but I worry that without somebody who is going to unite the Liberal Party, that we're going to see a Conservative government, which is deeply concerning to me.
And it may not be long before voters have their say. Rahim Ladani, CTV News.
Now, also, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's weighed in here. His tariff threats, of course, were mentioned in Freeland's resignation letter. He went on his Truth Social late last night, putting this out there. The great state of Canada is stunned as the finance minister resigns or was fired from her position by Governor Justin Trudeau. Her behavior was totally toxic and not at all conducive to making deals which are good for the very unhappy citizens of Canada. She will not be missed.